Yo, am I live? Oh, I'm live. Man, that took forever. I'm back. Yo, this is Weaponry Fitness. We about to get back into it. Yo, yo, yo. So I did a quick turnaround because something I said in my previous video that I just made. If you're just now catching this on a replay or on the live, I made a video about I just did a reaction on some anime live action video. So go check that out after you watch this video, of course. And earlier I was kind of like messing around with this thing. Like there's something going on with my Chrome. Because I did a little bit of troubleshooting. So I narrowed it down. There's something wrong with the Chrome. Uh so we got to figure out what that is. I don't think it's affecting the stream at all. So we're going to just carry on. So I kind of want to, I'm probably going to do this. I'm probably going to explain this a lot of different times throughout the growth of my brand because I don't think everybody is going to come to my content all at once. But the more people come to my comment, to my YouTube channel and stuff, the more I'm going to explain it. Uh, so the purpose of my YouTube channel, well, first of all, I got into martial arts because I just figured I had a skill set there. So um, I started tumbling at a younger age, 9-ish. Did my first backflip when I was 9, and then I figured out how to do other flips on my own. So just by watching other kids in the neighborhood because I was competing with them. Just out and about, man. After school and stuff, we would go to like a big group of grass. We'd all meet up there and do flips together, and we just compete with each other and like, oh, how who could jump the highest, who could do the sweetest flips. So it turned into a tumbling session, like pretty much every year since I was like in middle school, and then eventually turned into martial arts. But I never really practiced with anybody because like as I got older, I started falling out with a lot of people, so I started doing my own thing, watching movies and stuff. I was like, the Power Rangers, Dragon Ball Z influenced me to do martial arts, so that's why I train as much as I do. I was influenced by that. Um, so at the time, I was bowling a lot, so it didn't really like bowling is expensive, so it was either that or martial arts, and I chose bowling. And I thought I think I made the right decision. I have no regrets with that. Um, Although I had to quit bowling recently because of just shifting my priorities. But anyway, so as I got more and more into martial arts, I started realizing the benefits of it. Like I was noticing that I was faster, stronger, more aware than most people. Like people are just like not even remotely aware of their surroundings, and I happen to pick up on a lot of things that maybe you should, but I don't know. I thought it's natural to notice that like people are just doing weird things. People don't know that they're fidgeting with their face when they're out in public. Like people just don't know their tells. So if you're a poker player, you might notice this stuff. There's other things other than martial arts you could do to be self-aware. So poker players, if you're prior military, you pay attention to detail. They teach you that. But a lot of stuff that people are just taught as adults that came natural to me because I was doing martial arts at a younger age. Um, so yeah, so the I'm going to be talking about martial arts and parkour because we I do parkour a lot too. Just got this camera here. Um, yeah, so it does it. There is a So I'm going to say longevity. So now this really depends on how you practice martial arts. So I practice the style of martial arts, whereas combat martial arts really deplete your longevity. So um, I would now this is a bold prediction, but I would say like in my mid 50s is when I'm going to see a drastic decline. Like it's going to decline at some point in my 40s, but like not as much as it would as if I was in combat martial arts. So if I were to do this stuff, if I were to enter gyms and spar, now I think it's good to spar, but not like on a regular basis to where you're getting punched in the head constantly, because it has been statistically proven that most people that get into combat sports or like sports like football, baseball, or not baseball, but basketball, you do have you do get some kind of level of brain damage. So that is not my goal. I want to be fit, strong, and mobile for as long as possible. So this is why you do not see a lot of sparring on my channel. Well, mainly because I can't find anyone to spar with, but everybody's too scared. And I do this stuff. I don't go to gyms or anything because I like to be free. So I don't like to be told when to be somewhere, especially if it's like in my off time. Like work is different. That's a different story. But like in my off time, I do martial arts in the morning, after work. Like these are just terrible times. Um, if you're like entering a gym and stuff when you're under a schedule of another like coach or trainer. So I am self-trained. It's been like that for the last 20, 30 damn years, however old I am. So it's actually helped me increase my mobility and flexibility. I am surprised that I'm not super flexible. I can't do the splits, but I'm flexible enough to um, do some weird contortions. So if I were to run into a wrestler, it wouldn't hurt. I could get out of whatever grip he has on me. So it just depends on what it is. And it also increases capability. So um, you're very like I would consider myself a slow learner, but I've noticed over the last couple of years that I've been able to like pick up on my skills, like skill set. Like some people learn slow, but then they become masters very quickly. I think I'm in that sort of realm where I it takes me a while to piece it together, but like once I put it together, I can build monuments. So, and if you actually watch my YouTube video from the first video I made in 2022 to the last video I made, it's like a huge fucking difference, man. Like, I've gotten so good with my editing. Um, my editing skills and my photography skills come from when I was actually in school. So, um, I guess that has nothing to do with it, but like my ability to learn, I love to learn stuff as new stuff, especially when it has something to do with art. Um, so we're at the 8 minute mark. So I'm going to pull up a video that is it's actually showing my parkour skills off. It didn't get that many views. I was kind of upset because it was one of the only videos that I collab with like three other people. Now I collab with one of my dude's sons who was like what 10 in this video. He was like 10 or 11 in this video. And we did a session and there was a b-boy there and there was a girl doing a rope dart. So I video recorded both of them and then we video recorded me doing parkour on the beach. And then the kid that was the youngest on the whole set was 10 years old and he was doing like ninja flips and stuff. So let me pull this video up because it didn't get that many views, but it was like, yeah. Well, the views did pick up a little bit, but it was like it was just didn't get that many views that I thought it would. So could have like the algorithm is tricky, man. Like I guarantee you, I posted it on the wrong day, and then YouTube picked it up. It's like, oh, this video is not doing good, so we're not going to put it on the shelf. So, but yeah, let me pull this up. I'm gonna let it play through without stopping it, and then I'm gonna kind of break down what's going on in here. Crazy it. Because this is one of my favorite videos because of the song and stuff. There's the kid. Yo, he's pretty talented, man. There's the rope guard girl, the B-boys right behind him. Right behind him. Yo, this camera angles are sick too. Yo, man. I wish we could have made more videos like this. He's a random old guy. Yo, shout out to my ex-viewers, man. You guys have been killing my views, man. I like that. Y'all tried to do it. Yo, yeah, this is me in the black shirt, bro. Yo, they had a whole thing going on at the beach that day. Yo, man, I don't think you guys understand how fun this is. Okay, so I didn't want to stop the video, but I wanted to tell or like, hold on, get me out of here. So parkour is very it's you got to be careful with it, man. There's I don't want to I didn't there's so many different ways you can hurt yourself. So I don't show my legs off a lot because I like to wear pants mostly. I keep them covered up for personal reasons. Like I just don't like cuts and scrapes all over my damn self, and then like it's just a way to protect the skin. So I protect my skin. You're gonna see one day I'll do a shirtless video, man. But like I just like to keep it covered, just because there's nothing to be insecure about. It's mostly just to protect my skin. So, but I have big legs, so parkour is I don't know. I got into parkour because my body just allowed me to do it. So I noticed that I could jump from high lengths. I used to do a lot of hang drops from trees up high. Now, the kid that you saw in the video, once he grows into his adult body, he'll be able to do it better. But like as you notice, he couldn't jump from high distances like I could, like from high lengths like I could because well, obviously because I'm older. Um, but once he gets bigger, once he gets more muscles, then he'll be able to do it without like shattering his bones. But like that's another thing that parkour has done for me. It has helped me understand the human body beyond normal, beyond the average person would know. I understand what I'm capable of. So so when you jump off of something, you understand when to bend your knees because if you land with your legs locked, you're obviously gonna break your leg in like three different places. And if you do not roll right, if you do not roll, time the roll right, you can bend your knees, like you can bend it, and then you could break it that way, get some kind of strain. So like you got to understand those concepts because the higher you are jumping off from something, the more aware your timing has to be. So you're gonna see if you watch a lot of my videos, I do a lot of rolls for that reason, especially if you're jumping off something. That's something I learned from ninjutsu, not parkour. Um, what else have I learned from parkour? Oh, moving very fast um, with obstacles. So if you're running and there's a bar up ahead, you know that you're gonna have a duck, and you got to time it right away. So like they teach you this in a motorcycle safety in a motorcycle safety course. You got to look up. A lot of drivers they look down. They don't even see the hazards in front of them. Like when I'm on the road, I know there's a stalled car on the side of the road, like a quarter mile ahead. Like I look up a quarter mile as far as my eyes can see. I know there's gonna be a merge, and I know there's going to be a hazard up front. A lot of drivers don't do that. They have no clue. They're looking down. They're merging way too late. So it's helped me, like parkour and martial arts. It's helped me a bit to be a much more alert driver. So um, yeah. So what else? We got another video that's going to explain. Like, actually, I just saw this on a TED talk. Somebody was talking about parkour and stuff. Well, we're on the wrong account. We got to switch. Hold on. So martial arts. So I wish I could get in combat, but I know that like even if I knew I was going to be undefeated, you would still suffer some kind of brain damage or some kind of injury that is especially at my age. Like if I get injured now, if it's like a fracture, it's going to be harder to heal from. If it's like more of a bruise, I heal pretty quick from those because I've hit myself in the face and stuff with nunchucks, and I heal pretty quick, man. Uh, let's see. I'm trying to think, man. There's just so much, man, that martial arts benefits you. Um, yeah, it basically keeps you on a swivel, like something that they teach you in the military. Like they call it skylarking when you're like looking around, like not paying attention. They call that skylarking. So keeping your head on a swivel and skylarking is two different things. So keeping your head on a swivel is just um, keep like paying attention to any kind of any threats. If there's an enemy threat or if there's any kind of obstruction that you're going to be coming in contact with, like if you see like if you're in traffic or something, you're just a pedestrian and you're walking and you're noticing that people are texting on their phones, they're not looking up. Then you can walk. You could just tell right away that somebody's going to walk into traffic. Um, you could be the person to save them from potentially getting hurt or getting killed in traffic. It's something that you could have prevented just by paying attention. Um, let's see here. Oh, I got a video here. I haven't watched this yet, but I'm gonna react to it. It's a TED Talk. It's about parkour. So I just saw this recently.
We train our body.
I need some parkour friends, man. I'm getting too old though. Like they're probably like 23 years younger than me. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you guys know anybody who does martial arts or parkour past the age of 40 and like looks like they're 20. I would definitely like to like reach out to them. I have reached out to martial artists before, they just never reached back, so it is what it is. Uh we have to share. I don't know why it does that. I got to fix my damn Google Chrome. But yeah, here we go. He's Asian.
Parkour is a method of movement in which we train our bodies and minds to overcome obstacles. When most people think of parkour, they often think one of two things: young men jumping across rooftops, or that episode of the American TV show The Office, where they pretend to do parkour all over their office and parking lot. But this
Yo, I get made fun of a lot for like just people like when I say I'm a ninja and stuff, or like doing parkour, like people just make fun of me and stuff, but like they don't realize how much an advantage I have over like everybody who makes fun of me. I I used to get upset, but now I just laugh now because like I could literally like take your wallet and you couldn't do anything about it. I mean, you'd probably call the cops, but like still but yeah.
Despite its mainstream reputation, parkour is much more than that. At its highest and most competitive levels, parkour is not for everyone. But when you break parkour down to its basic movements, it can have lifelong value for anyone. Parkour is a life skill that helps you to navigate your environments more easily. I'm a professional parkour athlete and coach from Hawaii. My parkour journey started when I was 21 years old. Having just recovered from a broken elbow and rib, I was feeling weak and incapable. I wanted to build upper body strength and confidence in my body by learning to climb up. Before parkour, I did sports like track, cheerleading, basketball, judo, swimming, but nothing really stuck until I found tricking, a combination of martial arts kicks and off-axis.
Man, I tried to get into tricking, but I didn't know what tricking was until probably in my late 20s, and by then it's like kind of too late to get into tricking because if you make mistakes tricking, it could be life threatening or like it could end your career. So I didn't get to too many there's some tricking stuff that I do, but I try not to go past 360 or 540s. So uh like I said, tricking is it's another realm, man. Like I've seen some of the best trickers in the world, and it's like, man, I ain't competing with that. There's no way.
Flips. After a few years of training, I started teaching tricking at Apex School of Movement, which eventually led me to start training parkour. A question I get a lot is, why did you start doing parkour? And I say, why did you stop? What I mean is, we were all natural athletes when we were kids. Remember the days where you jumped puddles, climbed trees, balanced on curbs, and played floor is lava? Those are the fundamental movements and mindsets that lead to parkour. Somewhere along our way,
Yo, she's in incredible shape. I wouldn't be surprised if she was in her 40s, because you just can't tell. Like people that practice some of this stuff look very young. People still think I'm in my early 20s. It's crazy. Like I'm not even oh fuck man. Yo, hell no. I'm not no Gen Z.
we lost our sense of adventure and play, but the good news is, it's never too late to rediscover. One key benefit of parkour is that it builds functional fitness, movements that enhance daily life and also help protect us from injury. As we age, maintaining mobility and mitigating injuries becomes increasingly important. Parkour provides a fun, effective way to keep our bodies strong and agile. It's not about recklessly pushing limits, it's about understanding and respecting your body's capabilities.
That's one thing I mentioned before is capability. So you have to understand your boundaries and your limitations. Parkour is just overcoming your obstacles. So you do not need to do too much. The people that in parkour that do too much are called free runners. So free runners are not. It's not the same as parkour. Free running is more showing the crazy stuff. Like it's more entertainment based than parkour. Parkour is just getting from point A to point B and overcoming the obstacles in between that point. So um, one thing I learned is that the more in shape I was, the easier it was to like do parkour. So like if you're more heavier, you need to get you need to get rid of that body fat. So that's why she's so good because she looks like she's at like at least 9% body fat. So she's got literally no fat on her.
This means training our bodies in a way that improves our ability to perform everyday activities. Whether it's bending over to tie your shoe,
I could still do that. I could still bend over and touch my toes even at my old age. You know what's funny? I've had back issues. Uh, when I worked at the bowling alley, I was in my late 20s, late to mid 20s, and yo, I had some crazy ass back issues. Never saw a chiropractor. I never saw a doctor. Um, I realized what was happening, and I just became a little more aware. I still practice martial arts and parkour, and eventually I stopped doing the job. I got another job, and my back just healed itself over time with the use of KT tape. So I would recommend people to use KT on your back, lower back, your shoulder, wherever you feel like there's going to be a discrepancy later on in life. You don't. I wouldn't do it. Don't wait till you have a problem to fix it or to because you can prevent issues like that. So my back is in phenomenal shape. Like I have strong back. I can still do 10 pull-ups. Trying to work on. I'm trying to get up to 20, but you got to practice a lot for that. But yeah.
Squatting down to pick something up, simply getting up off the floor, or climbing up to reach a high shelf. All my shorties out there know this struggle.
All this stuff that she's talking about, um, it's like when you're in your 40s and you're like low testosterone and you get on TRT and then suddenly effort feels good. So as of right now, I'm not on anything. I don't take gear. I don't take any kind of medicine, nothing. I'm all natty and I could do everything she's talking about without any effort. I get out of bed, no problem. My back's feeling good. I feel good mentally. It's rare that I get out of bed grumpy and stuff. Like you can control your mentality. Like if you think you're gonna be grumpy, you can turn that switch right off. Like no, I'm not gonna be grumpy all day. I'm gonna have a good day. So it's about positivity, man. When you're doing parkour, you have to be positive. You have to be you have to have a healthy skepticism, especially when you're making a long jump. Like, do you think you can make that jump? If you don't think you can make it, don't try. But if you do think you can make it, you want to execute because if you don't, you're gonna slip. You're gonna do something stupid. You're gonna hurt yourself. So um, it's about being confident and knowing your capabilities.
Parkour helps us move better in daily life. To show how some of these simple movements progress in parkour, let's add some obstacles. An extension of the squat is a jump or drop to landing. Good landings are key for anyone who does sports, plays with their.
So notice how she jumped. It was very effortlessly. So that's not a real high jump. The higher the jump is, the more you're gonna bend your knee at the landing. Now, if it's a much higher jump, I would say like if it was twice her height, she would have to do a roll. If you do not do a roll, you're gonna twist an ankle, you're gonna bend your knee, you're gonna overextend what your body is capable of doing, and then you're gonna suffer some kind of fracture or sprain. So you need to understand what your body is gonna go through if you like you need to understand gravity. So the higher you are, the more force you're going to have when you hit the ground. So you gotta compensate with that for a roll. Obviously, that wasn't a big jump, so she didn't have to do any kind of extended bend or roll.
Their kids, hops out of a truck bed, or drops off of a rock while hiking. If you need to take a bigger drop, fall off your bike, or trip over a curb,
I have done that several times. When I fell off the back of a truck, I had to do a roll. Um, so I fell off the back of my truck. So I've been doing this, it'll be 6 years next month. I fell off the back of the truck 3 times. So the first time I fell on my back, um, actually, I fell on my back twice and I never hurt myself. The first time I fell on the front, and that's the one time that I rolled. And thank God not too many people saw. Like I think one time somebody saw me and they didn't say anything. They was I know what he was thinking too. It's like hoping that I wasn't hurt because when somebody gets hurt, that means you have to do something. You automatically become responsible when you witness somebody getting hurt. So like he pretended he didn't even see me get fell off the truck. That was funny as hell. And I was like, I hope he didn't see me, but I knew he did. So, but I have fallen off a truck and I would definitely credit parkour, my knowledge in parkour, for helping me in those situations because it not only builds capabilities, it improves your instinct. So it strengthened my instinct to not get hurt in that situation. So don't ask me how I fell. Just don't.
The roll is a key skill to know. Rolls allow you to absorb impact over more time and distance, which may lead to less fall damage and better flow. While everyone encounters hip-high barriers, most people walk around them. But what if you knew you could easily vault over?
I've used parkour when I was doing cable. Like I ain't walking around that fence. I'm jumping the fence. Like, and it took no effort at all. So parkour has actually helped me save time.
Vaults save time, build
Wow.
confidence,
Did I call that? I'm telling you, I didn't see this video, but like it does save time. Parkour does save time. I'm telling you.
and they look pretty cool.
What the hell?
And lastly, the move that started my parkour journey, the climb up.
You know, that's funny because that, like, I would say like 80% of people can't even do that. And I'm just being generous. Like, that is such an easy maneuver, and most people can't do that. Obviously, the more overweight you are, the harder it's going to be. But I would say people with no upper body strength can't even do that. And she doesn't look she doesn't she's obviously she looks strong. She looked like she's like 5'1". But she knows how to handle her weight. She has good upper body strength. She could support her own weight. So and it's good for if we having a zombie apocalypse, man. You got to get away from those zombies. Yo, it's funny how the crowd is clapping. Like, and people give me shit for the stuff that I do on my YouTube channel, which is like 1,000 times more difficult than that. Like, I'm telling you, man, the stuff that I do in person, it looks a lot better in person than it does in a video. So, I guess I can understand that because a lot of stuff that we see in videos are just like a lot of it's fake. But like, I can tell you a lot of stuff that I do in my videos aren't fake. I mean, I am not that good of an editor. But yeah. Um,
Climb ups are used to get up something head high or taller. Maybe you need to scale a building to help someone, or get over a gate, wall, or fence to escape danger. Or more likely, you forgot your keys and have to climb up to an open window or balcony. I've
yeah.
had to do this before, and it's pretty awkward when your neighbors come out to see what's going on. While it's unlikely that we'll ever need to use these skills, learning movements like this help to empower me and build my confidence. There's a big mental aspect to training parkour. Rather than avoiding obstacles, parkour teaches you to embrace challenge. The obstacle becomes the way.
I noticed that in my 30s that I would embrace challenges more so, and I think it has a lot to do with me starting my YouTube brand or my fitness brand. So, for those who don't know, my fitness brand is called Weaponry Fitness, and I started I started working with weapons like more so in the last 10 years than I have before because when I was in the military, I couldn't really carry a bunch of weapons around. So when I lived in Virginia, I really wasn't in the best financial situation, so I couldn't really afford weapons. I couldn't afford to go to school. I couldn't do any of that stuff. So once I got out, became a cable technician, transitioned to a trucker, I started going full force into my martial arts. So, and the reason why I started YouTube, or I've always had a YouTube channel. I just couldn't really post much on it because of the 20s and my struggles. But like, I don't struggle that much financially anymore, so I can afford to do stuff now. I can get better weapons, get more weapons. Um, I have time to focus a lot more on the fitness brand. So um, that's why it's called Weaponry Fitness because it keeps you fit while working with a bunch of weapons. And there's a tagline that I add to it. It's called Art of Weapon. It's right there on the thing there, and I focus on the art of it and less on the combat. Now, if I ever come in contact with martial arts that want to do choreographs or like kind of sparring sessions, I'd be happily get that on video and post it, but like I just haven't come in contact with them. I do live in the Midwest, so it's like there's less content creators out here. So um, I'd have to go in the bigger cities like Las Vegas or Florida, stuff like that. Um, I'm not sure where they're all at. Mostly on the West Coast, they're doing this content creation as far as martial arts go. So um, right now, I'm just focusing on my skill and building skills up, staying fit. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to do it for, but like it's been fun to do so far. So uh and that's another thing. I add a lot of epic music to it because it's to create emotion. So I can post the same video with two different um music music backgrounds. One could be more epic and the other one could be a little more sad. And it could be the same video, but like just different song and it'll give you a different vibe. So it's kind of crazy how that works.
For example,
Yo, it's crazy. She's doing basic stuff and I mean, I know the crowd is being generous and like cuz she's got a platform, she's got the credentials and she's attractive. So people are going to clap. They're not going to tell her, "Oh, you suck" or anything like that. Most people can't even do what she does. And I kind of look at the stuff that I do on my channel. It's like most people don't understand it. Um, and that's kind of why I'm making this video today is to explain it. So I'll probably do more explaining as the days go by. But yeah, this is I thought this was amazing because like this stuff is very basic that she's doing.
parkour helps me with my anxiety in cities. Coming from an island lifestyle, urban environments felt confining and stressful. Cities are designed to funnel you into certain pathways, often blocking the most direct routes with walls and handrails. By always taking the sidewalks and stairs, you end up moving in autopilot without even noticing. Parkour changes this. You get to reinvent your environment and move with more meaning. What once appeared as obstacles now appear as opportunities for movement and play. This paradigm shift allows you to approach life in a more positive and proactive way.
Yo, did that effortlessly.
In our busy, structured adult lives, we often forget the joy of the spontaneous movement and exploration that we experience as kids. With parkour, everyday objects start to seem like a playground again.
Yo, she's on the pic. I'm telling you, picnic tables are the best props for parkour. You see that a lot in my videos. I'll just be like doing stuff on the picnic tables. Now, there's one time where I jumped off a picnic table and it wasn't supported, and I fell on my ass. I got it on camera, but I lost the video, so can't really show you guys that. Sorry.
A park bench is an obstacle to vault over, a low wall is a challenge to balance on, and a tree branch is something to swing on.
Yo, that's raw.
While parkour has evolved into an extreme and competitive sport for some, at its roots, parkour is for everyone. And it can enhance our physical fitness, mental resilience, and overall well-being. So the next time you walk around your city or town, think of how you can move, play, and rediscover the joy of overcoming obstacles.
Yo, this is the first TED Talk where I've seen somebody actually demonstrate any kind of martial arts or parkour. Like, yo, shout out to this chick, man. Uh, so what was I gonna say? Oh, I don't have a lot of parkour videos because you actually need a real cameraman to do that, and it's really tough to find one that can actually keep up with parkour. It's funny because I can, but I need somebody to do parkour to do that, and it's I need yo, the stuff that I could do with a camera and a gimbal is ridiculous, and I have not found the opportunity to find somebody who has the same level of talent that I do, or I mean level of skill. I wouldn't consider the stuff that I do as a talent. It's more of a skill. Uh, but yeah, we need I need some whoever out there does parkour, man. Let me know, man. I am good with the camera. I need to figure this why this StreamYard is screwing up. Well, it's not StreamYard, it's Google. Google keeps screwing up. Okay, so let's see. There's something else that I wanted was gonna say. Um, yeah, yeah. The main thing is longevity, mobility, flexibility, and capability. So helps you deal with stress. Uh, Now the things that stress you on a daily basis or like during your life, parkour martial arts isn't going to fix that. You got to fix other things that's going on in your life. So you got to think like the three things that can make or break you. You got money, you got your fitness, and your mentality. So uh first you want to go to the gym, get your money right, and then your mental, you should it should fix your mentality. A lot of people out here got victim mentalities. I mean, if you fix your financial situation, figure out how to fix that first. All you have to do is search on YouTube, or you can search anywhere, or talk to somebody that you know that makes a lot of money, man. Like, um, ask them how they did it, what they had to do, whatever. There's so many fields out here that you can learn a lot of, that you can get a skill from, man. A lot of trades are offering 70K, 100K. Uh, I'm a truck driver, so we make good money. Just depends on what situation you're in. So once you fix your financial situation, man, the world is your oyster. You could do pretty much whatever you want under the rules and laws you have to abide by. So, uh, and then once you got all that fixed, you can go out and socialize and not seem like a weirdo. Uh, I've been trying to go out more, trying to connect with people, but I've just been so focused on the money. Um, you might fall in the same situation as me, man. Like I got my first taste of what it's like to actually have money, and now I just can't stop. And but I'm gonna use that to like give back. Once I get to a certain point, man, I'm gonna give back. So, um, if you are a viewer on this channel, man, be prepared for some Mr. Beast like type of situations where I give money out for no reason. I mean, there's gonna be a reason, but like it's just like here's $50 for liking my video, man. So it's gonna be simple stuff like that. So um I'll probably do more streams like this, just explaining like the benefits and the reasons why you should get into like martial arts and stuff. Um, and what type of martial arts? Maybe we should go over that. So because there's different types of martial arts. I don't really subscribe to this the MMA stuff. I think people get into MMA and there's just there's it's just some of the stuff that they do. It just doesn't really represent traditional martial arts, in my opinion. Um, but yeah, I think they focus more on combat, which I don't really. So if you notice, a lot of people that do MMA are like completely out of shape. They usually give up within a year. So when you do martial arts, it's a lifestyle. It's not it's not something you do and then stop doing. You should never stop doing martial arts. So but yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the video. Let me know if you're interested in learning martial arts. I could probably teach you over the internet. I could teach you certain things. We can even start off with weapons because I could start somebody off with a weapon and go from there. So just too many. There's a lot of different ways I can teach this craft. So yeah, make sure you guys hit the like button, share, clip it, do whatever you want, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.